Going on, guys? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys some of the items that sold yesterday on eBay, and just go over some questions, comments, and things like that you guys have been leaving on the videos lately. So yesterday I sold 14 items for a total of $356. So not the greatest of days, and then I sold one on Poshmark, but today I've sold 9 already for $265. So we're off to a pretty good start for the day. So really hopeful, really looking up for the day, at least $265, and it's 10:39 in the morning. So let's go. Hopefully it stays like that. How are sales going for you guys? Hopefully everything's going well inside your business. With Q4 being here, I really thought it would be a little bit better by now, but I'm definitely not complaining because, as you guys know, I've only been listing a lot less items. 20 items in the weeks previous. Yesterday I only listed 10. The day before that I listed 15. Right now I'm focusing on more quality, right? Not the fact that I have to list 20 a day, I have to list 30 a day, I have to list 40 a day. If I go out and I don't find enough of those items, I don't list that many. Right now, that's just what it is. I'm doing other things. I'm spending other time working on other things in my life, working on my businesses, trying to maximize all those results to where if all I can do is put what I found up, then that's all I'm putting up. Yeah, that goes against a lot of what I used to do, right? A lot of me was like, oh, I have to list 50 a day. I don't have to list 50 a day, right, in order to make the money that I need to make in a day on eBay. With that being said, though, it doesn't mean that I'm working any less hard on eBay or on Poshmark or whatever the case may be, on reselling in general. I'm still giving it everything that I got, just to a certain degree, right? Because if I don't have the items, I just don't have the items. I'm in the mindset to only put quality items in my store. Can I go out and still buy 90 a day of Old Navy t-shirts and Taylor Loft? What else? What's another brand? Faded Glory? Yeah, I can buy all that stuff. I could buy 90 a day of that stuff every day, all day, right? Is that feasible? Is that the smart thing to do? Because I don't think it is. So what I've been focusing on, as a lot of you guys know, is raising my ASP lately. I'd like to get my ASP up to about $30 average sales price. If I can't do that, I want to get as close as I can to it, but it's going to take some time to raise that up. Right now my ASP is $25. That's up from 18 bucks from 3 months ago, guys. So I'm making progress. And days like Sunday, I did the video for you guys showing you guys what my weekend sales were. And look at this. After I stopped filming, Sunday got up to $668. That's listing 20 a day. So it's still possible to hit high figures, high numbers, high sales for a day listing 20 a day. They just got to be the right items to sell. So moving forward, I'm gonna just keep doing that. You guys can do what you want to do inside your business, as long as it works for you guys and you're meeting the metrics that you need to make. Do it. Do your thing. You know what I mean? This is what works for me. This is what's helping me meet my metrics. I did have someone leave a comment saying, and I don't think she meant any shade by it, but she was saying, let me just read the comment. So the comment said, what people fail to understand about YouTube full-time resellers is that they have additional streams of income that resellers don't have, that I have YouTube, Patreon, and affiliate links. But what people need to realize, I put 3 years into this, right? I've been doing eBay for 3 years now, and I started my YouTube journey at the same time that I started eBay. So these things have been growing together, and I started the Patreon a year ago. The Amazon affiliate links, guys, I made $111 last month off Amazon affiliate links, just by you guys using the links to buy things. that's not, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, but that's not enough to like make me like take my foot off the gas, right? YouTube, I made $600 last month off YouTube. That's not enough for me to take my foot off the gas. The Patreon, I made like 500 something bucks last week or last month off the Patreon. That's not enough for me to take my foot off the gas. While that pads the pocket, while that helps me pay bills, I'm grateful. But it's not enough for me to be like, yeah, I can just chill on reselling. You know what I mean? Because reselling is where I make the bulk of my money at, guys. So just because, YouTube people have things going on, that doesn't mean that other people can't do it either. I started a YouTube channel. You could start a YouTube channel. I started a Patreon. You could start a Patreon. Anybody can do this, right? As long as you have value, as long as you're providing value, as long as you have a skill that you can teach people how to do, give it away for free on your channel till you build up enough following, until you build up enough name for yourself to be able to monetize it. It's simple. Everyone should be doing this. I don't see why anyone doesn't have a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be about reselling. If you love sneakers, start a channel talking about sneakers. If you like, I started a channel about Jesus. This is the hoodie. This is the merch from it. Am I wrong for giving people a chance to support the channel by buying a hoodie? This helps me go full time in the ministry. If you buy this hoodie, am I wrong for that? Or am I just trying to create another stream of revenue to where I can then go full time in the ministry, to where this eBay doesn't have to be what I rely on, right? Well, I'll always do eBay. I'll always do it to some degree. My heart is serving Jesus, right? So that's why eBay doesn't matter to me as much anymore, guys. It's because my heart's in it. Don't get me wrong. But my love is for Jesus and for saving souls. There's a lot of people out there going to hell because people haven't told them about Jesus. That's what my heart is. So you guys can do what you want, say what you will, think what you want to think. At the end of the day, I'm still out here putting in this work for this eBay money. And with that being said, let's look at some of these items that sold yesterday. All right, guys, the first item going out are these Air Apostle sweatpants. These are a men's medium. They sold for $10. Then we got this Star Wars sweater. It's like a Christmas sweater. It lights up somewhere on there. It's like a novelty item. It does not make the sound though. It's supposed to make a sound, but it doesn't. It sold for $10. That's a boy's large. Then we got this Cardinals hoodie, full zip, youth size 16, sold for $15. Then we got this Duluth sweater, 2XL. This is new with tags. And that sold for, I had this listed for a few months now, sold for $27 on the best offer. So I had it listed for like 40, I think, because it was brand new. But, I'll accept the offer. Lining Gurgle. It's a beer, if you guys don't know. This shirt sold for $9. I had it listed for $15. Somebody sent me the offer and I accepted. So yeah, guys, my heart is to help you guys as best as I can with what I've learned over the last 3 years. Now, I don't claim to be an expert, you know what I mean? But I'd love to share what I learned with you guys, so that way you guys can learn from my mistakes. Because, man, I was killing myself doing 90 a day, like listing and working. I'd get up at 6 and work till 12 at night. That's crazy, man. That's a crazy shift to work, you know what I mean? And while it helped me build the backbones of this business, and it taught me like what really goes into like growing a store, man, that's not the smartest way to do it. So my experience right now is that me listing less items that sell for more money is much more sustainable. I only work 4 hours a day on eBay, and I only work 3 days a week. The rest of the week I'm doing other jobs, I'm doing other stuff. So I come in here and do 2-3 days worth of work in one day. That's way easier than working one day. And when I was doing 90 a day, I'd work one day was a day and a half worth of work. So now here, one day of work is 3 days of work. So I just encourage you guys to not let the fact that people are on YouTube really throw you for a curve. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people really have the best of intentions, although sometimes they go about it in a weird way. A lot of people are also trying to be the next Harry Tornado. I'm not trying to be the next Harry Tornado. I'm not trying to be some uh, homeschool picker. I'm not trying to be part-time picker, whatever that guy's name is. I'm not trying to be one of those guys. I'm not trying to even be daily refinement. I'm not trying to be none of that. I just want to teach you guys what I know and document my journey the whole way. Help people shorten the learning curve, not to make mistakes that I've made. You know what I mean? Because eBay's different than when I started. So that's what my goal is with this channel, is to just keep sharing the knowledge that I have to make it a little bit easier for the people out there trying to learn it. This comment was left by TJL 8117, and it's pretty interesting. He says, I was told by a rep that eBay automatically sides with the buyer when you select the report a problem with the return button. Folks need to appeal it right away. Folks need to appeal it the right way and present your case with side-by-side photos comparing the returned item and the original you sold, along with a great description. I've had 2 returns in the last 2 months where the buyer swapped out my brand new factory sealed items for their old crusty items. I won both appeals. If you've been wronged by one of these POSs, don't take your foot off the gas. Stand on principles. That's really great information. I have recently, in the last month or two, have dealt with a person returning a pair of used grandpa slacks from the thrift for some brand new attacks braided band, tech pants. And what happened to me is exactly what this guy said. eBay sided with the buyer. They told me to refund 50% of the money, and then I was able to keep 50%. So that's not a viable solution for us as sellers, because that trains eBay or the buyers that, if they're choosing to be that type of person, that they could scam us and eBay is going to side with them. Now, at the end of the day, I do know that if this same buyer has done this to like multiple people, obviously they'll stop them from doing it in the future, because they'll have a track record to show that this is the type of thing that they do. But eBay for Business is also a good solution to try to get this type of stuff taken care of on your behalf as well. For some reason, the eBay for Business on Facebook, they go a little bit further above and beyond to help you out than the standard eBay technical support does. So if you guys are having problems with that as an issue, give that a try and see if that helps you solve your problems. I'm Ready 70 says, I challenge you both to go to 7 figures and post the journey. And I'm thinking they're talking about me and Bo. I'm not sure who both is. But if you're challenging me to go to 7 figures, it's not going to happen, at least not anytime soon. And that's what I'm doing. I'm documenting my journey here on this channel, and everything that I do. So you guys will see what happens. I don't really have the monetary goal of hitting $1 million like I did before. Like, would it be great if it happens? Yeah, but I'm not chasing after the money anymore, guys. Like, I'm not like out here trying to like, oh, I gotta make 7 figures on eBay. I gotta have this gigantic corporation and 50 employees and stuff like that. I'm trying to be more simple, more relatable, right? What do you relate more to? The person that does 90 a day by himself, 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., or do you relate more to the guy that does 20 a day, 7 days a week, working 3 days a week? Or you might not even relate to that. What do you relate to? Do you relate to the person that does 10 listings a day every single day? Much more relatable, is the man that's on a smaller scale, right? So while, yeah, I'm still making really good money, by selling higher dollar items, I'm working less. I think that people like a person that they can relate to a little bit more. I'm trying to make this doable for everybody at any age level, with any experience, with being novice, being an amateur, being an expert, whatever the case may be. You could be like full-blown expert in your category that you're selling in, but I still want to be able to show you guys how to do it. You know what I mean? And people can't relate. And then for some reason, the bigger you are, the more people don't like you for it. You know what I mean? Like, look at James, my Born Reseller Life. A lot of people throw shade his way. He's got 50,000 items listed on eBay. People are always saying all types of negative stuff about him. You know what I mean? People just don't like to see people do well. They like you while you're on the same level as them, but then when you start elevating, they start hating for some reason. So I just like to stay, you know, on a level to where everyone can get enough value from the content, instead of just only reaching a few target audience members that are also trying to go to 7 figures or 6 figures or whatever the case may be. This is a Menards employee shirt. This is a men's extra large. It sold for a best offer of $8. This one does not have the Menards logo on it anywhere, so I didn't list it for hire like I normally would for employee items. This is a Lands End women's extra large plain just pink t-shirt with the Henley neck. Sold for $8. This is a vintage Columbia jacket, ripstop material, like outdoor hiking jacket. This is a boys 14-16, sold for $15. Then this thing, I don't know what it is about this. It's a vintage Disney golf quarter zip pullover. Both times that I listed it, it sold once and got returned for it doesn't fit. Both times that I listed it, it sold within 24 to 48 hours. This time was no different. Sold for $25. Men's extra large. Then we got this vintage made in the USA Eddie Bauer Ebb Tech, just a thrashed pink t-shirt, like got holes in distress on it. That sold for a best offer of $15. And then we got, did we sell something? Just sold some Levi's 550 for $25. Let's go, baby. Now we're getting into the really old items that sold. Hang on, I gotta get the stool because some of these items are on the top of the shelf. If you guys don't have one of these stools, man, I really encourage you get one. It really makes picking items that's at the top much more convenient, because these boxes can get heavy. And if I was to have to like pull the box down, you know, imagine if that was on the shelf up there. What if that thing fell and broke my neck, yo? So this is a vintage St. Louis Rams t-shirt. St. Louis Rams, nothing special, guys. Sold for, let's see here, $15. That's a men's large, and that's on the Lee Sports tag. Next item is $43.98. $43.98. That was easy enough, right? This is a NASA t-shirt. Nothing special, guys. I had this listed for $10. It's been listed for over a year. The buyer made me an offer for $4.99, so I accepted just to get it out of here. That's another thing, guys. That is the perfect example of, well, let me pull that one and then this one too, because this is another perfect example. 5447 5447. This is a vintage first issue. It's like a, I don't know, some type of shirt, right? But these two shirts right here, that shirt sold for $6.60. That's a women's large, and then the NASA shirt sold for $4.99. Those are items that I was grabbing just to hit an arbitrary listing goal of 90 a day, right? It took over a year to sell, almost 2 years to sell, and then when it did, it sold for $5 and $6.60. Is that worth it? Is that worth the time that I took to put those items up for sale on eBay, right? So does it make more sense for me to be like, I have to hit set listing goal every single day, or does it make more sense for me to be like, I can list as many great items as I can get in the week that I go sourcing? I find as many items as I can, divide that for 7 days over the work week. Now, is that the optimal strategy? No. But does it make sense for me to grab items that don't sell for good money just to make it an even number every single day, every day? I think I might be phrasing that wrong, because I do want an even number going into the store, right? I want the same number of items getting listed every day in my store. So whatever I get on a Monday when I go sourcing, I divide that by 7. That's what gets listed that week. Now, if I end up having the time to go back to the thrift store throughout the week, then I go and I add more items to that, and then that makes it an even higher listing goal for that day. But I'm not listing $5 items, $6 items, just to make sure that I hit 20 or 30 a day. Does that make sense? I hope I'm getting my point across to you guys, how I'm trying to make it, because don't get caught up on, I gotta list this many items, right? Get caught up on listing the best items that you can, no matter what the number is. Now, before I show you guys this last item that sold on Poshmark, I want to thank everyone for using the Vendu affiliate links. You guys, I told you guys in the last video that they're rolling out the Macari and Depop auto delist. Apparently, this is only getting rolled out to a set few amount of people. Now, they messaged Bo and told him about it, so I suppose Bo's going to be in that part of the beta testing program. I unfortunately did not make the cut. I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club, but hey, I'm hopeful that they'll get to me on the next rollout. But either way it goes, you guys can still join and use the link down below for 25% off of your first month. Now, with that being said, I don't know why they don't advertise it, but they told us to tell everyone about it. The unlimited program, guys, is $69. I think it's like $75 after fees, because you got to buy the $5 add-on for the auto delist. It does not come with it. You have to add that on. But I made quite a few thousand extra dollars just using Poshmark cross-listing with Vendu. So use the link down below. Sign up with the unlimited plan. If you list the same amount of items that I do or more than what I do, it's a game changer, I promise you. And with that being said, got this pair of Old Navy pajama pants. Got your boy the Yeti and the polar bear chilling in the snow, doing all types of winter festivities and the such and whatnot. Let's see what those sold for. Those are a men's medium and they sold for $15. So yeah, thank you Poshmark for giving me $15 on the Old Navy sale. In closing, I want to wrap this video up with, don't let eBay control you, right? Don't let eBay be like the I don't know, the gripping force to, you know, everything that you do, you're all consuming. I gotta do this because eBay said so. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, guys. eBay is great. eBay is incredible. eBay's changed my life, and I'm very, very thankful for it. I'm grateful for it. I'm forever indebted to eBay. I built a brand off of selling on eBay, right? But at the end of the day, you got to put in the work to reap the reward, right? It's a longevity type of thing. You don't just jump on eBay and start making lots and lots and lots of money the first day. It's a process. They throttle you. They give you minimal listings. You have to get listing increases. You have to request to be able to sell more items and make more money. It's a process. Nothing is done overnight on eBay, guys. So with that being said, I want you guys to just really focus on putting the best items you can up in your store, so that way you can grow as safely as possible. That way you don't have to worry about it. You got great quality items in your store. If you got good items, you'll sell good items. If you got good items that go for good money, you'll make good money. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can still be stressful because some days will suck. Some days you will not sell the amount of items that you need to sell. But guess what? The next day, you'll probably sell twice the amount of items you need to sell. And it'll all even out at the end of the month. So I know it's probably not the most encouraging of videos, but at the end of the day, guys, I just want everybody to understand that this is not it's not the quick game. This is the long game. This is a marathon. So stick with it. If you just gotten started on eBay, consider joining the Patreon that Bo and myself run to help you guys get to where we're at. If you don't want to get to where we're at, we can help you get halfway. You know what I mean? Whatever your desired goals are, we can help you reach it. Consider joining the Patreon. There's a 7-day free trial. Link down below in the description. That's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Till then, let's make this cash, guys. Get you one of these hoodies. Peace.